Hello. Hello. I was just reading the chats. They're so fun.
I agree. Everybody's in the front row right now with Granny D. Anybody in here after this doesn't get front row seating.
Granny D's in the front.
All right.
Hi,
I'm glad to see everybody sitting in the front row.
Lori's here, and Lizzie, and Sarah, and Tracy, and Jamie.
Jamie, Tracy, Lori, Kathy, aka Sarah.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Yes, happy Mother's Day. I need to show off my Mother's Day presents because I already got them because that's the way my family goes. So first is my unicorn.
Oh, that's so cute.
So my cute little unicorn. And
I love it.
I also
so
got,
sweet.
they're behind the computer, so those flowers.
Oh, how
those
pretty.
Beautiful.
So
They
cool.
are pretty. I pampered myself for Mother's Day.
You did.
And I had to do it today because my favorite yarn store is not open on Sundays. And I found out today she has a full-time job and she runs the yarn store.
Wow.
Girl works hard, so she deserves that Sunday off.
Yeah.
But I'll show you the gloriousness that I got.
Now, didn't your husband take you there though? At least
He
Okay,
did.
so there's
He
that.
did. He drove me up, and we enjoyed a nice drive in the rain. It was pouring the whole way,
Oh goodness.
but that's okay. It's kind of nice and cozy, warm in the car. And then we went to Brooks House of Barbecue. We always called it Brooks Chicken, and I learned today that it's Brooks House of Barbecue is the real name of it.
Barbecue chicken.
Yeah, it was really good. It was good. We'd driven by it 100 times and never gone in, and so today we were like, let's have that. And they've been there for 70 years. You'd think we would have found time.
Wow.
But we finally went.
It
was really good.
Chicken. So that's what you call it, the chicken. But that's so gorgeous.
That's what I got.
That is so pretty.
Today. It's called Firefly, and I'm not sure how well the color's coming up, but it's like a purple, but it's got like some orange in it too, and these, of course, sparkles.
Oh, see, I'm just seeing a nice, beautiful, like wine color with the
sparkle going on. It is like a wine.
The sparkles.
But it was so funny because I got to the counter and I put it up there, and she's like, "Are you all set, Julie?" And I said, "Yep." And she goes, "Oh, sparkles. Shocking."
we want all the details on the yarn.
I'm sorry. I always forget to do that. I'm like, isn't that pretty? And then I just put it away.
We need the yardage. We need the fiber.
Mm-hmm.
It's 38% polyamide.
Okay.
It's a fiber. 21% acrylic, 19% alpaca, 14% polyester, and 8% merino. Made in Italy. That's a sign of
quality. It is crazy soft. Is it soft?
It is. It's not super soft, but it's pretty soft. And it is 165 yards, 50 gram ball.
What are you going to make with that?
It's going to be, I think it's going to be like a really pretty lightweight shawl or scarf, something kind of lacy, because I want it to be for a person who lives down south where it's warm. But she could wear it like in the cooler months.
Yeah.
Like as a decorative, like with her work clothes.
Or even in the AC. Down in the south, we put AC on full blast. Like right now, I'm buckled up, but I'm not turning that AC off.
I know. I have my shawl at work all the time, and I wear it probably at least 4 times a week. I've always got my shawl on. My boss must think it's the only shawl I own.
No, it's the only one that you keep at the office.
It is, and it's the biggest one, and Yeah, I'm like the old lady in the school walking around with her shawl on, but I'm always cold.
I'm that way with my cardigans. I have to wear my cardigans. And like if it's really cold, then I put my shawl that I wrap around the front so my neck doesn't get cold. Like
Yeah.
I have to have my front covered and my back covered.
Yeah.
See, the benefit for me of a shawl or a blanket, like I do my blankets, but if I need to make a shawl to wear. But when I start to get not cold, more hot enough to like totally take off the shawl, you stick one arm out and you wrap the rest of your body. I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for wintertime to come again so I can use my comfy all the time.
Oh my gosh.
That my daughter got for me.
To y'all in the chat, Ginger has been telling us this week how she can't wait for winter. Now, where I am, we haven't gotten out of the 50s more than once or twice yet. So I'm like, are you
love it?
We haven't even gotten to warm weather yet. So I'm not ready for winter.
We are going to be in
ready.
Upper 70s this week one day, and I'm dreading that day.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now we're supposed to stay in the 50s all this week too. And I'm like, come on, it's May. Let's go. My mom is going to open her pool in 3 weeks. Let's go. Warm up. But then it'll go from like 50s to 80s. Like there's no
in between. Gotcha.
So we'll get
There's
there.
no prep work done. It's just boom.
Yeah. So Sarah says that's like sticking a leg out of bed when you're hot, but not too hot.
Exactly.
I do that all the time.
You need to have like a little piece out there to cool you down.
Yes.
That's right.
One sock on, one sock off. That's me in the wintertime.
Yep.
Gotta regulate that body temperature.
Exactly.
So, Ginger, have you gotten any Mother's Day items yet?
I have a ton of yarn.
My son did buy me a box of Sour Patch Kids because he knows me.
That is so sweet. Well, my son Willie's been telling me Happy Mother's Day all week.
Oh,
He's like, Happy early Mother's Day, Mom.
Does he want something?
No, he's just
he's just sweet.
He's just a sweet boy.
He's my
Gina says, Ginger, you're going to love what your daughter got you. I have one.
Ooh, yeah.
That video of you wearing that, though, Ginger, my husband and I about rolled on the floor laughing. I mean, we were literally ROFLing.
It's so warm.
It was so funny. You're like flopping your sleeves around and walking around, and Todd's like, what is she doing? She's so...
That must have been a video I missed. Man.
Oh, you got to see it, Mel. It's so funny.
When was it around?
It was last week, wasn't it, Ginger, when you were showing off your Snuggie, or was it the week before?
Yeah, I think it was last week.
All right, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I think it was, I can't remember what day. And then there was the, I should have made a video wearing that crop top.
I love the crop top. Well, you did a little bit. I thought it was in one, but you didn't like really show off the crop top.
I think she just maybe put in pictures of it.
Yeah,
I just put in pictures. I didn't want you guys to see the motion of the flub.
Look, here's the deal. I have got the jelly belly, and it's funny. I used to jiggle it and sing it and watch it jiggle. Anyway, it don't bother me.
Oh, I think we're all in the same boat. None of us are 18-year-old fashion models.
And even when I was 18, I didn't have a hard body anyway.
I didn't. When I was 18, I actually weighed more than I do now.
I did too.
Really? No, I didn't.
I think I weighed like 180 on a 5'3" body. No, but it was solid. I played basketball.
When I was 18, 19, I got down to like 102, which was way too tiny for me. I'm a 135. That's my best, which I haven't seen 135 in about 2 decades. So
I got down to like 106 about 10 years ago.
Wow.
And see, that's still tiny on 5 because I'm 5'3" as well.
Yeah.
I was about 106, but that was about 48 years ago. I think I was about 5th grade.
One time I was 7 pounds, 10 ounces. Thank you, Mom.
Man,
I can never get back to my smallest weight.
I was never that small.
I don't remember.
I was a
No,
big
I
baby.
was actually, it was 6 pounds. I don't know how many ounces was 6 pounds, but I was a month early. So
I was a big baby. I was in the 8-pound range.
that was my
But you're
daughter.
tall.
My daughter, 8
I am
pounds,
tall.
9.5 ounces. That was my baby girl.
Aw.
Yeah.
My little baby boy was 7 pounds, 13 ounces, and very long. He was long and skinny, just like he is now.
Perfect
No.
size.
21 inches was mine. 21 inches was my girl, which was a little long, but not crazy.
Oh, yeah. I think Pete was like 22, 23, something like that. He was a long baby.
He's a long baby.
Long baby.
But the nurses told
Long and lanky.
when the nurses told me that he was 10.5 pounds, I was just like, I knew I was having twins. I tell him that he was twins and he just absorbed the other one.
You ate
He
your
ate it.
brother.
Ate
Yeah.
his twin. So let's look at the chat a little bit. Denise said she stayed home from the lake house, told her husband, I have to work on taxes. But really, she just didn't want to miss our live. Oh,
That's so
Denise,
awesome.
you can always catch the live later. Girl, go to the lake house.
Maybe she doesn't like the lake house. Maybe the lake house is not her thing.
Maybe the Loch Ness Monster's in it.
This sounds
That
so
could
nice.
be.
Lori says, I'm on my front porch crocheting and the neighborhood cat laying in the sunbeam on the floor next to me.
I love that.
That.
Hey, I don't know if any of you all saw Jamie from the Naughty Hookers picture of her favorite place to crochet on the Facebook page or the
Beautiful.
Facebook group. Oh, I want to go crochet with Jamie.
Yeah.
But now I gotta go see. I missed that.
Oh yeah, I did a post. Where's your favorite place to crochet? And Jamie put a picture, and it is gorgeous.
I'm gonna be totally rude right now and look at my
Gorgeous.
phone just so I can go see this picture. And
Okay,
I'm gonna show it.
Mel will
When I
look
find it, I'll show it.
Okay, Mel will look for the picture, and Ginger and I
Awesome.
will look through the chat. So let's see what else we've got going on over here.
Oh my gosh. Vicky was 2 months early, weighed 2 pounds, 6 ounces, and that was 72 years ago. Oh my gosh, Vicky, you are a miracle. Because
Wow.
72 years ago, they didn't have the stuff back then that they do now, the medical.
Nope.
Wow.
Wow.
Way to go, Vicky.
Vicky,
Vicky's a fighter. She's a little spunky little fighter.
she's got a strong constitution.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I'm gonna go crochet with Jamie.
Yes.
Who's going
That's
to crochet
Jamie's
with
favorite place to
Jamie?
crochet. I was
That is
like,
beautiful.
I said, Jamie, I'm going to need directions.
I know
She
there's
told
a
me
glare right on
north.
it.
Keep
Just-
going.
Yeah, just drive north.
Oh
So
my gosh, I love it.
We do all need that porch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby says her last 2 babies were both over 10 pounds.
Whoa! Holy smokes!
My husband was an 11-pounder. So I was a pretty nervous mama. But
Wow.
Oh, I bet you were.
I was. And his mom's only 5 foot tall. She's just a little lady.
Wow.
Lauren says she's going to Jamie's too. So
Yeah.
Jamie, party at your house.
Yeah, let's all head up north.
And I also know that Jamie already has a party supplies.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm sure she does. 420 somewhere, as Jamie would say.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of 420.
Yep. Granny D, you have to come early to get the good seats like Granny D did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no pushing and shoving for the good seats over there, guys. Now, no budging. There's room for everybody.
That's right. Room for everyone. Gosh, a small town in Iowa with just one doctor, says Vicky.
Wow.
Wow.
One country doctor. So, a small town in Iowa, they were eating some healthy food and
Right.
giving Vicky some healthy food to grow up big and strong.
That's right.
Wait, Iowa, is that corn or potatoes?
That's corn. Idaho's potatoes. I love potatoes.
Yeah. I do too.
I think I should move to Idaho.
I love potatoes and beans.
And beans?
I love pinto beans.
I love pinto beans, actually. I could eat just a can of pinto beans all by myself with salt and pepper, like for lunch, you know?
I've never had pinto beans.
What? Pinto beans, cornbread.
Lima beans are actually my favorite. Limas are my favorite. I do not like baked beans.
I can tolerate green beans, and that's about it.
I like green beans.
Keep your beans.
I love black-eyed peas, which are really beans.
Yeah, those are good.
Jamie says, thank you. It's the deck off my kitchen, the wooden rocking chair I saved from the dump.
Look at you, Jamie.
Nice.
Seriously.
And then she says party supplies and has the laughing emoji.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Absolutely.
Amen.
I'll be reusing that.
If I just had the gumption, because...
Debbie, tell us about the Crafty Floridians fundraiser.
Billy's fundraiser?
The Crafty Floridian. Billy the Crafty Floridian.
Oh, Billy
fundraiser.
Is her name? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with knowing everybody's names.
Pushes for stuff too. She's good. Pinto. Julie Chaffee Mazza says Pinto and Lima are last on my list.
Lima.
Yeah, the only kind of beans I like are jelly beans.
I would starve before I would eat lima beans.
Oh my gosh, lima beans are so good.
I'll take jelly beans.
Ooh, jelly beans are
Starburst brand jelly beans.
I need to make a chili for you, Ginger. It doesn't have lima beans in it, don't worry, but it has Pinto, Great Northern, red, black, all the beans in it.
That sounds so good.
It is so good.
I love
It
chili.
also has some hamburger meat in there too, but it's got all the beans. And I am going to tell you that through the winter, we keep the house warm with our toots.
Yeah.
They raise the roof.
With our toots.
Raising the roof on their tiny little house.
That's right.
Actually, I shouldn't say these boys. I mean, because I'm just as bad as they are.
The human body is a miraculous thing.
That's right.
It can make very many wonderful and very many terrible things.
That's the truth. So, Gina says that Billy raised over $2,000 last night.
Wow.
What was the charity?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
Very curious. Very curious. And Julie's on Vicky's side with the beans. Me too. Jelly beans. That's the way to go. That is the way to go. And they don't have any after effects other than you might be a little hyper.
That's why I liked Reagan so much. He kept a jar of Jelly Bellies on the White House desk.
Yes. Now here is some trivia. What did Carter keep on the desk?
Peanuts?
Yes, it's peanuts.
Look at you guys with all your.
He's from Georgia. He's from Georgia.
Oh, how do you like that picture of the Carters and the Bidens? I thought it was really cute.
I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen it.
It must be the way the lens is or something, but the Carters look like this big and the Bidens look really big.
Oh, really?
Well, now I'm gonna go
look it up. It's like totally
Mel is like all over it tonight.
Sweet.
So Bobby just made calico beans, which is all the beans and bacon, onion, and about everything in the kitchen sink. Everything but the kitchen sink. I thought it said everything in the kitchen sink, and I thought that's a weird way to cook your beans in the kitchen sink.
Okay, so I'm looking at this, and so the spouses look gigantic, and then the ones in the chair look like little doll babies. Hang on.
I know. I was like,
So I'm guessing it's photoshopped.
Do people really shrink this much?
Oh my gosh. They must. Yes.
It must be photoshopped.
No, this is like the real picture that was posted on whatever.
So Rosalie and Jimmy are tiny now, huh?
Yeah, no, but I mean, even the chairs
maybe just a weird angle, just an angle.
I think it is a weird angle because even the chairs look tiny. I mean, because if they were to sit on the arm of that chair, it would collapse. Those giants. there.
Yeah.
But I don't think they are sitting on the.
Well, they're leaning on the chairs, but
Yeah, they're leaning on them.
they're huge compared to the chairs. So it's either
Look at this,
Photoshop
guys.
or
Even in the
it's
picture, even the picture of them back there is bigger than they are. People do shrink, though.
Well, yeah. See, what
That's so funny.
I thought
I think-
Carter was great. He worked on the Habitat for Humanity houses.
Still
Or
does.
He still does?
Well, he did
Yeah.
at least a year ago. He was still working on them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I had to do. Have you guys ever heard of Toastmasters? It's like
Yeah.
a club that you can join for public speaking.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of my fire questions I had to do was answer somebody that I would like to meet or somebody that I admire, and it was Jimmy Carter because of his
That's cool.
Habitat for Humanity.
that he did, and in the housing stuff. It was amazing.
Yeah. Good things happening out there. There are people out there doing good stuff.
Yeah. Even if they're all politicians, which is not,
Once in a while.
it does not coincide.
I guess once you get to the top, there's no place else to go. Then you can go ahead and do nice things for everybody.
You're
Not
right now.
thinking about yourself as much.
Yeah, so Bobby's saying it looks like it's photoshopped.
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
So I think Billy was raising money for a wheelchair for someone. Perfect example of someone doing something really nice.
That's
for
right.
Yep.
That's right. I love that.
So,
It's called Our Gifts of Love. Okay, so I'll have to look it up. Mad Mimi was the one. It's Debbie Marchone.
Oh,
Put the notes in there if you want to highlight it.
okay. Oh, thanks. For Sharon's wheelchair.
wheelchair.
That's right. That's right.
oh, so nice.
That is awesome.
Another
I'm
YouTuber.
happy for it. Well.
That is wonderful. I wish I'd known about it.
It's for Sharon's Crochet Corner. Several of her friends have taken turns raising funds to pay back a loan for her customized electric wheelchair. That is amazing because Lord knows, you're already in a wheelchair, so you have all that other stuff going on. You do not want to have to make payments on something that you absolutely need.
Right.
Completely.
Absolutely. How nice is that? What a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
It just
amazing.
goes to show you what a wonderful community this is.
Amazing community.
Mhm.
Makes me want to
There's
cry.
just no nastiness. It's just nice. Everybody's just kind and thoughtful and
Yeah.
And all of yarn.
Jamie says,
I'm reading it too, Mel. I will gladly host the Yarn Hookers' first ever yarn retreat. Lori Armstrong, let's start meal planning.
I love it.
Well, as soon
Yeah.
as Ginger gets her school bus, and Mel and I are going to yarn bomb it, and then we're all going to come up.
That'll be the best. We'll be on Good Morning America.
Good morning, Canada, at least.
Good Morning Canada.
So I was talking to Janetta. She's Sybil's daughter, actually. She's the one who runs Sybil's Yarn Shop now. And she was telling me about the Fiber Fest that's coming up in Central New York in June, weekend of June 12th.
And what's it called?
It's called the Central New York Fiber Festival.
That's such a creative name.
Well, it's CNY, but I was explaining what the CNY stood for. CNY Fiber Festival. And I can't wait. I think I'm going to go. She's like, it's so much fun. And I told her that I'd never been to one before and that I'd always wanted to go to Rhinebeck. And she's like, Rhinebeck is huge. She said it takes like 3 days to see everything at Rhinebeck. She goes, but this one's smaller and you could do it all in a day. And so
It's your starter yarn fest. It's your
that's
starter
what she said.
Fiber
She goes,
Fest.
it's good for the beginner. It's beginner friendly. It's not as overwhelming.
That
so.
sounds like, and for the first time since the whenever our farmers market opened for today. So my son went with his girlfriend this morning. I didn't because I was on Portably Geeky Live, but or else I would have been there.
You'd have been there.
I would have been there.
Have you guys ever been to a fiber festival?
Never.
No,
haven't
they still have them. Well, no, they didn't have well, no, they do have a Western North Carolina Fiber Fest, but they also do a lot. They used to do a yarn hop here, but of course I moved here and then COVID happened. I brought it.
Yeah. Well, another thing that she told me was she's going to have a booth there, and that should help offset things a little bit because the local yarn stores, their business drops off so drastically in the summer.
Yeah.
So I told her that I would kind of plug the festivals, and because a lot of our local yarn shop people go to those festivals and have booths. So I said I would plug that a little bit and
like to know
remind
where
people
is it exactly.
What's that?
Mandy would like to know where that is exactly. That festival.
I think it's in Bouckville is how you say it, Bouckeville, but it's between Syracuse and Utica, so it's like smack dab in the middle of the state.
Ooh.
So, but they've got a website, so just look up CNY Fiber Festival, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm totally gonna go. Can't wait.
That sounds like so much fun. I got to find some around here somewhere this year.
Yeah, so I'll be filming. Maybe I'll go live. Maybe I'll go live at the Fiber Festival.
I do have a question for Teresa because she says she wished that there were some fiber festivals that did acrylic or cotton. But can you use alpaca? Because that would be pretty prevalent in fiber festivals. At least around here, it'd be pretty prevalent.
I've never thought of that. Yeah.
But yeah, I understand wool. Now, merino wool, I'm sensitive to wool, but that's just sensitive as in my skin feels it a little bit. It's not that I'm allergic, but I'm curious if you could do either Angora or alpaca. Alpaca is pretty prevalent, I think.
What is the yarn that's made out of the rabbit fur?
Angora.
Okay. Aren't there Angora goats too?
I don't know. I don't want to say no. But
I mean, there's Angora cats.
There's Angora rabbits, but no Angora goats.
I don't think so. Aren't there Angora cats though, Mel?
I don't know.
Let's Google it.
I just know that anytime there's fiber from a rabbit, it's called Angora.
Yeah, you know what? I feel bad, Ginger. There are Angora goats.
Are there?
It's a domestic goat breed. I'm so sorry. Yes, there are. Ginger's right.
But do they use the fiber in yarns?
I keep getting confused.
Googled it. I don't know.
That's why I keep getting confused on the rabbits because I keep hearing Angora goats, and then it's like, so what are the rabbits called?
Angora rabbits. Yes, Angora goats produce the lustrous fiber known as mohair.
Oh, that's mohair. Okay.
I was actually holding some mohair just today because at Sybil's they sell mohair in like these little swatches. They look like hair, like from someone's head.
Oh gosh.
I was teasing her a little. I said, "Is this for a wig? Like, what is this?" And she said,
"I'm gonna need to have
some for felting."
I'm going to need to have some sort of graph or something made up so I can like know what mohair, Angora, all these things are, what animal they come from.
I bet there's something on Pinterest.
Probably.
There probably is.
But if there isn't, you should make one.
Hang on. Let me look.
We're always looking.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Add it to the list, Ginger. Add it to the list. It'll be number 137.
Oh my gosh.
1032.
If you guys could see my pile behind me right now, behind me, beside me, all around me.
We've seen it.
Would stress me out.
It's impressive.
It's bigger now. Would you like to see?
I think I saw it last week. But if you feel the need to confess, I'll put on my collar and it can be confession time.
My car.
Your cup runneth over, girl.
My car is full right now. I've got all that stuff right there. And then over on this side, it's like, oops.
Ginger. There's going to be an intervention sometime. I won't be there because you make me feel better about my piles.
Well, see, that's my goal.
Someday your family's going to sit you down They're going to sit you down. They're going to say, all right, let's just start with Ginger. We love you. But,
Yeah,
but there's a problem. Mandy says, I just went to my first local yarn shop yesterday in Syracuse called Nitty Gritty. I have heard of Nitty Gritty. It was super cute, and I spent way too much. I'm going to have to get up to Nitty Gritty. I have heard of it. It's on my list. I haven't up there yet for that, though. Awesome. A new shop to go to.
That sounds like fun.
All right, Ginger. So I am not seeing a definitive chart saying if you have this animal, it produces this fiber.
I want to make a farm. I want to get a farm that has all those animals on it.
Oh my goodness.
That would be so great.
But then you have to learn how to spin. So first you have to learn how to shear, and then
I grew up on a sheep farm.
She grew up on a sheep farm.
But you know how to spin? Wow.
Look at her all smug. Mm-hmm. Do you know how to dye? Dye wool.
No, I just use the natural colors.
Oh, very good.
No, but I would learn to dye. I would learn.
So Lori wants to know, Ginger, how did you get to your chair? She tiptoed. I've seen her go to her chair a couple of times.
I literally had to balance over things. I have to hold on to my couch while I climb into my hole.
She's building a bridge. Lizzie says, I went to Joann's earlier and bought some rainbow yarn.
Yay!
For those of you who don't know, that is our challenge this month, rainbows.
Guess what I got, Julie?
Did it come?
I found out that Joann had Big Twist for 40% off.
Did you get some of this loveliness?
I bought 4.
Oh, that's so pretty.
And then I bought 2 pastel ones, so it's enough to make a baby blanket. Like, it's mostly white with like pastel flecks in it. Yeah, I'm so excited.
So
holding
pretty.
it like it's a newborn baby.
Yes. Pet it.
Pet it, love it. Call it George. Pet it and love it and call it George. I keep bumping my table.
Lori picked the pattern for the rainbow challenge.
Yay! What are you making, Lori? Okay, I do have to take this moment to say this isn't all new yarn. And I haven't been putting yarn away as I've been getting it. And I have used more than this much yarn so far this year making things.
That's amazing.
That is a lot.
Okay, compare the head size. This is how many labels. Oops.
Oh gosh,
it's amazing. Like, seriously, and I'm not saying that sounded mean. I don't mean it that way at all. I'm like, we get it. It's like crazy good.
I'm obsessed. And
I love it though. One of these days, I'm gonna hold a bag of labels as big as my head and bigger.
That's not counting the 38,000 yards I used making those 2 Afghans.
So
38,000 yards.
Mandy, I will have to check that out.
Like, the 4-strand Afghans or 6-strand Afghans or 5-strand, however many strands. The Julie Afghans, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The Ginger makes them into Afghans, but I make them into rugs. They are way too thick for me for an Afghan. I would die. I would like literally dehydrate. I sweat so bad.
Heather has a box. Have you guys seen the sweaters Heather makes? It's like I feel like I'm seeing a new sweater every couple of days, and they're beautiful, delicate knitted sweaters.
Ooh.
Wow.
So Mandy says there's another store in Syracuse, I'm assuming, called the Yarn Cupboard. I plan on going next week to that one.
Ooh,
so
awesome.
Another new one for me to go to. Bobby says, I go through my yarn every couple months and donate at least a grocery bag to someone else. So that means we all need to get to know Bobby better.
Yeah. Hey, Bobby.
So Lori picked out her pattern, so I can't wait to see what Lori makes. And someone asked, can we do a knit project for the Rainbow Challenge? Yes.
Yeah.
It can be, as long as it's made with rainbow yarn or multicolored yarn, something that's rainbowish. You can do whatever you want. You can do Tunisian, you can do loom knitting, you can do crochet, you can do regular knitting, whatever your little heart desires. So,
That's right.
Ladies, so we are 35 minutes in. Should we go ahead and start the slideshow?
We definitely should. We've been chatting too long.
And we can continue on. So that's why we have to, like, one of us, usually it's Julie or me, I'm going to be honest, but one of us has to, like, say.
I've never once heard Ginger say it. Maybe next week she'll tell us to quit our yapping.
Ladies, do you think maybe we can get started?
I just get so involved with what everybody's talking about.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw that Deneen, so I'm excited for you, Deneen, that you ordered your Tunisian. I still have mine in my cart. I haven't ordered it yet.
Oh, Deneen couldn't win the pattern book, so I ordered one from Amazon. Yeah, I need to get me one of those. Okay. I'm kind of on a financial diet right now.
Yeah. It's $10.
I know.
Okay.
It's a strict diet.
You're very good at that. I can't do that. I'm thinking it's only $10. I must get it.
But if I do that like 5 times, then it's $50.
I know. I don't think that way.
I do. I'm total George Costanza. I'm wicked cheap. Because I'm a whippy chick, and chicks go cheap, cheap, cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
You're not cheap.
Cheap, 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 cheap.
You're just smart.
That's right. Okay.
All right, how you doing, Ginge?
Okay, I'm getting there.
Okay. Oh, we're small.
Yay,
now
wait a minute.
Hit
present.
Yes, present. I get that one wrong every time.
Yay!
Yay, Mother's Day!
Now, do I leave us up there or do I take us down?
You can do whatever you want.
Let's
if
let
it's something
everybody
that you want to look at closely, then you can make it bigger. Like when there's pictures and stuff.
No, my only problem is I can't take a nap when you leave us up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No nose picking now.
Yes.
No nose picking. Okay. Well, we'll just leave it up for right now.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
We're good with that. It's all good. I'm only teasing. I don't take naps. I pay attention. Usually.
But wait a minute. Maybe we should make it bigger.
Lori has spoken.
Yes.
Keep your lovely faces up.
Okay.
Okay.
We can do that. Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Woo-hoo.
Mother's Day is tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mamas, all the aunties who are part-time mamas.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I said in my last video. It's like, even if you don't have a child that you gave birth to,
yep,
you're mothering someone.
Yeah.
If you have a pet, if you have a parent, if you work for a school or you work in a nursing home or you care for anything, even if it's a house plant, you're a mama.
Or a husband or a boyfriend.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. But
that's
if
a
you work
whole
in an
different level of mothering right there.
And you're training, like you have people who work, you're the boss, you're the mom of all the people you're the boss of, kind of.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. Susan B says my Walmart is carrying 3 new mandala colors. What?
Woo!
Ooh.
I gotta go.
Guess I'm going to Walmart tomorrow.
I'm going right now.
Bye.
Just kidding. Okay.
All of a sudden, there's no hookers on the screen. Just empty rooms.
Wait a minute.
Spinning chairs.
Motherhood is the exquisite inconvenience of being another person's everything. I loved that. Because it is inconvenient. But it's exquisite. Like, you would never choose not to be inconvenienced.
It's like we would feel empty if we didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mother's Day is celebrated on different days around the world. So in the UK and Ireland, it was on March 14th. So they've already had their Mother's Day.
Okay.
But the United States, Canada, Australia, South Africa, and many others, it is the second Sunday in May, which is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's always 2 weeks after my mom's birthday. Or 1 week after my mom's birthday. Last Sunday was my mom's birthday. And speaking of my mom, that is her in the tie-dye shirt.
Wow.
That's a 3 generations sunglasses picture, and we're all doing the I love you sign.
That is so cute.
Yep, little Pete. So.
And look at little Julie.
Yeah. And look how pale I was. That wasn't like photoshopped. I really was that pale.
Wow.
My husband says, you were like a mini vampire.
When I was in high school, I would have thought you were the most beautiful person. I would have thought you were the most beautiful person. That makes me think of Liv Tyler, and Liv Tyler is one of the most beautiful women I think I've ever seen. You look like Liv Tyler there, a young Liv Tyler.
Or
I think I'm older than Liv.
What's the name of the girl in Labyrinth?
Jennifer Connelly.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
Jennifer Connelly.
Connelly, yeah.
The kids I babysat thought I was Sarah from Labyrinth. I could get him to go to bed easily, though. I'd be like, I'm gonna call up Jareth.
Dance, baby, dance, baby.
I didn't really do that. But I wanted to put the picture of my grandma up there because she taught me how to crochet.
Aww.
And I did a video, one of my earlier videos was of my grandma's projects. I showed off a few of her projects that I had found after she passed away, like unfinished stuff and her hooks and things. So,
oh, yes.
Yes. So there's a link there to that video. But yep, that's my grandma. She lived only 2 houses down. So I was probably at her house as much, if not more, than I was at my own
I
house.
love that. She was so close. I love that.
I also, if you guys notice on Julie's sweater, there are unicorns.
There are. I love unicorns.
Hearts.
Oh my gosh.
I was in 6th grade.
Or is that an owl?
It was an owl, and actually my grandma made it for me. It was a little pin because, that jacket wasn't loud enough for me.
Yeah. Right.
I needed more.
Well, it wasn't as colorful as I've seen you wear, so I can understand.
Yeah. That was 6th grade. It was, I don't know, 84, 83, 84, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely I was a child of the 80s, but loved my grandma. Favorite person.
Love it.
I always had the side ponytail.
Oh, I did that sometimes too. My hair was down to my waist. It was so long.
Oh my gosh. My hair wasn't that long. It was probably about to here. I kept it a lot shorter.
Yeah. Okay, so last Mother's Day I thought I did 5, but I did 3. 3 videos in one day, all Mother's Day ideas. So one of them was to yarn bomb your mom's charging cable. Because I had been having a problem with people taking my charging cable. I won't say the name of the person who took it all the time. You can guess. But I will say he has not taken it since, and it's been a year.
Nice.
So there's no way you could say that was his charging cable.
That's why I have Android, because all of my kids have iPhones.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. So anyway, that's one idea for a Mother's Day gift.
I love that idea. Now, how did you do that? How did you?
It's really just like a single crochet around the cable. But you're supposed to say, Ginger, watch the video.
I
was just going to say, but you could watch the video for an exact tutorial.
That's really cool. I need to do that.
So another one, a lot of moms would love to just sit and read for a while, but kiddos always create interruptions. So mom can use a handy bookmark, and I happen to make a butterfly one. But you could do it with any motif. As long as you have a
bobby pin?
It's a bobby pin. Yeah. So I stuck a bobby pin. You could do it with a paper clip too.
That's a great idea.
Or you could put it in your hair, but you could do it with any motif, but I just happen to do it with a butterfly. So
thank you.
And there is a video.
Lori says, missing charging cables are part of the exquisite inconvenience.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And mom carries everything from diapers to cell phones, from sunglasses to sunblock. If you need it, mom most likely has it. But she does need something to put it all in. So you could make her a drawstring bag.
Love it.
So those are my three ideas for Mother's
Hey,
Day.
look, and that could be a rainbow project as she exhibits.
Oh, yeah.
It could. The only thing I would change about that bag is I would make it in cotton. I happen to make that one in acrylic, and it stretches terrible.
Stretches, yeah.
So I never ever use it, but I'd like to remake it because I do love the rainbow at the bottom.
You can use it for a yarn project bag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something that's not too heavy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ginger's turn. Look at her grin.
This is Grandma Kitty, you guys. This is my mom. And the day that we're both together right there, we went to Michael's and got a lot of yarn. It was a good day.
That's why you're smiling so big.
That's why I'm smiling. And that's the yarn car that we're standing by.
Hey, Ginger, can I interrupt you?
Yes.
Can you just highlight on Tracy Nicole's comment at 5:43?
Oh, I can't highlight on that.
Okay, I'll just
no.
I can just read it.
Yeah, here I can. Wait a minute. On Tracy Nicole.
Oh, actually, for your clock, it probably says 4:43.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you just read it? Because I can't figure out how to do it.
No problem. Tracy says, I just made an Afghan with some of the granny squares that my stepmother made. She's been gone for 10 years now.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, wow.
That too.
That's really neat.
Love it. So I do have a question, Ginger. Is that a red metallic purse that your mom has?
No, it's just red leather.
Oh, it looks like red, like Iron Man.
It does, doesn't it? It's like that.
I don't love it, that purse.
It's like that candy apple red, like Iron Man. Yeah.
My mom's very cool.
She's got a skein of yarn stuck in her purse.
Well, that's actually old.
Wait till you see her yarn pictures. Her yarn.
Yes.
Yeah.
We thought Ginger.
She's got some stuck in her purse.
We thought that Ginger's yarn wall was crazy, but it's a genetic condition.
It is. Oh, and that bag is one that I made for her because she needed another project bag. So I
love it.
I gave that to my mom.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm seeing Kitty too. Why is Kitty not joined us?
Yeah, where is Kitty? Is she okay?
Oh, Mom, where are you? Mom. This is part of her yarn stash. You guys, these pictures, I have 5 pictures up here. This isn't even.
But she puts the secret yarnery to shame.
Yeah. This may be a quarter of her yarn in these 5 pictures. I'm not even joking.
Wow.
But it's so neat and beautiful to look at.
I showed it to my husband this morning when I was working on the slides, and he thought it was Ginger's, and I said, nope, that's Ginger's mom.
Yeah.
You know what they say about apples falling far from trees?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They don't fall far from trees.
It's like, I just want to go to her house right now. There's more. That's what she does when she's staging it before she puts it up. She looks at it.
She puts it on her couch?
Yeah, on the back of the couch.
Oh, okay. See, my husband wondered about that. He said, wow, did it she didn't have enough room? So now she puts it on the couch?
Well, she has run out of room. We need to build some more shelves.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah. Does it make your heart beat fast to look all that beautiful yarn?
You know what? To me, it would be anxiety provoking.
That's a little bit overwhelming, but
I would think, how am I ever going to use all that to justify buying it?
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you guys, I'm just not that, that's it. That's my yarn collection. I can't do it.
I could easily get a yarn wall. I know me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just want to have all the things that I need to make for everybody.
Wow.
I think I have that like twice over.
Okay, so this is I wanted to show you one of these ads that one of my friends on Instagram, and this is kind of an example. Like if you don't go on Instagram much, there's so many good deals and so many good sales and stuff on yarn. You just have to type in the hashtag and look. This particular designer is Nora's Knits. She does a lot of Tunisian crochet. And there are, like this weekend, she's having 50% off all of her Etsy and Ravelry patterns and 15% off Tunisian washcloth kits. And those are, you know, just, it comes with the yarn, the cord, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's like I couldn't put all of the cool deals that I find on Instagram on here because there's just so many, but
Oh, gotcha.
I thought this was really neat. And I thought everybody would enjoy seeing the Tunisian cable crochet.
Yeah.
You can do that. This little skirt right here is one that I made for it, not this particular one, but I made a Tunisian skirt for my granddaughter. And I think this is part of the washcloth thing. And some,
Gotcha.
but so if you need any ideas for Tunisian projects to make some stuff for your mom,
That's a good place to look.
it's a good place to look. Yeah. And these are like table runners and a dishcloth
Yeah.
made out of the home decor.
What are the little triangle things?
She
Little wonton amigurumis.
she's
Oh, is that there? Wonton.
I don't know.
I think so. It's some kind of little
It's like, is that a
thing.
croissant? What is that?
It's a turnover.
Yeah, it's really cute, whatever it is. There's a little bunny rabbit, some headbands, some pillows. And with all of our new Tunisian skills, you know, those would be fun things to make.
Yeah. So Lori says, I can't crochet fast enough to use what I have, which is about twice as much as Julie's. So I hear you, Lori. I'm not fast either. Still working on my rainbow blanket.
I'm weird.
Crossed the line though. I'm over half done. So
I'm weirdly fast.
you are weirdly fast.
I'm not.
I'm not either. I'm slow. I'm a slow Joe.
So here is my mom and my grandma.
Oh.
One of them taught me a dang thing about crochet.
But I bet you've made them a few things.
Yes, I have. I've made my grandma. She actually got the second project I ever made. I gave it to grandma, and then she passed away several years ago now. That picture that I took, that's my daughter, which, you know, she's 16. I think she was like 5 or 6 in that picture.
Aww.
And my grandma passed away this summer after I took that picture.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think I've seen that one before.
Yeah, I usually show that
Picture.
one. It's one of my favorite pictures of the two of them.
Yeah.
So, and then the other one, that's my daughter and my mom up at top.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is a raven-haired beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then the one below that is again my daughter outside the Dillard house, which if anybody lives in Georgia, they may have heard, northern Georgia, they may have heard of the Dillard house. But
It's Peanut.
yes, it's Peanut in between my mom and my husband.
Nice.
So yeah, that's my mama and my grandma.
Mama.
And I lived with my grandma for like 5 years. And of course I lived with my mom several years, at least 6 years.
I lived with my grandma for a little while too.
Yeah.
It was convenient. I was in college and she lived
It was
close.
it was a way for me to move away from mom.
Oh,
Still
see,
be
for me
with-
it was really just convenience, and then they needed help, you know, so it
Yeah.
worked out for everybody.
See, mine was selfish, whereas Julie's was selfless.
Oh
That's the
no,
difference between the
Hey.
two.
it was closer to my boyfriend's house.
That makes total sense.
I live really close by him now.
like in the same house.
Yeah.
All right, you can show the next one, but I have nothing fancy to show that they projects or their yarn or anything like that. But hey, have y'all waited until tonight to get started on a project for your mom? If that's the case, it's okay. I have 2 tutorials that can help you. If you make 4 of those easy crochet coasters, they take just a few minutes to make. Well, I say a few minutes, probably about 15-20 minutes per coaster.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. For me, I'm slower, and I had to follow the pattern the first time, so
yeah,
it's a little longer.
And then you make a few crochet washcloths, because that's how you say it. Washcloths.
Wash rags.
Wash rags.
Yeah. Do you need some rags? Because then you can make some. And this is easy. I use a spider stitch with like a not quite a picot stitch, but it's just a small like little picot type of stitch.
Yeah, around the edge.
Around the edge. But so those you can make a few of those tonight, and you've got a gift for your mom tomorrow.
There you go.
Really good idea.
Mel, this will interest you. Veronica just said that she is a left-handed crocheter.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, Veronica.
Another one hooked to the left.
That's right.
I did not know that. That's really cool.
Those little earrings. Those are so cute.
Aren't they cute? So I went
adorable.
to Pinterest looking for stuff to make for your mom, besides what I have out there for the last minute stuff. But I love that spa set, and this little rosebud earring I think is adorable. Now both of these are Yarn Inspirations patterns. Okay. It seems like every time I go to Pinterest and I find a pattern I love, I click on it and I end up at Yarn Inspirations.
Yarn Inspirations. I love Yarn Inspirations. They have a lot of great patterns.
They really, really do, and they have a nice range of patterns.
Yeah.
I go there all the time. If not for their yarn, then I'm going there for their patterns. But I thought those were both cute. So when we post this, well, I say we. By we, I mean Julie. Post this to Facebook.
I'm the Facebook person. It's just what happens.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
It's okay. I don't mind.
You will have the links in there, but also know that both of these can be found at yarnspirations.com. The rosebud earrings or the crochet spa day kit.
Okay.
Okay.
So Lizzie says it's so beautiful to see photos of your moms and family. I love it.
Aw, thanks.
And then Veronica also goes on to say her stepmom taught her. She was left-handed as well. She says it's funny for her to watch me crochet, even though she's left-handed too.
Because we're so used to seeing right-handed people crochet.
Yeah. Lori says, I think my MIL is glad. Oh, mother-in-law. Mm-hmm. Mother-in-law is glad I didn't crochet something this time. The last 5 gift-giving occasions were crocheted items.
I don't know. I think that those items are loved.
I just gave my mother-in-law one of those little birds that I made a couple weeks ago for her birthday. Yeah, because I mean she's 85. She's got everything she,
right.
Like what do you give her? She's always hot, so I don't want to make her anything. So the Facebook challenges are so fun already.
Are so cute.
Loving the rainbow stuff. So Laylita, I want to say that she put this up like the same night we announced the challenge.
Oh my goodness.
I love that granny square though. Imagine a whole blanket of those.
Mm-hmm. I want to make
or maybe
those.
with white ones opposite it. They're just so pretty. I love those. And Kelly always makes the most amazing things. I love this little gnome she made holding the rainbow.
That is so cute.
So cute.
Super cute. What else we got there, Ginger Snap?
Oh, let's see. This one? Did it change?
It did, yes.
Okay.
So first of all, I don't know Tootswada's real name, or maybe Tootswada is her real name. I don't know, but I love that name. And bless you, Ginger. Bless you. Ginger's got the sneezes tonight. She's been sneezing a lot.
I have got allergies.
I know the feeling.
I hope it's not to yarn.
Oh, that would
be in a hospital.
That'd be a living nightmare.
So yep, so that these are some more challenges, and I love that. I think it's probably going to be a blanket, maybe a scarf, but I think
That's
the
beautiful.
Whatever it is, it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
blanket. Yeah.
I do want to sell Divergent Crafter. So Julie has an example of it and can show you, but there is a rainbow yarn that's on sale at Joann.com right now. It is Big Twist Classic in this rainbow. Look at that. Is it called Happy?
It's so pretty.
Let me tell you, Fun Brights. Called Fun
Look at
Brights.
that.
I love it. I love it. I just want to finish the other blank that I'm making now, just so I can start using it.
Yeah.
You have so much more self-control than I do, because I think it would be in a bag in a corner and I would be using that.
No, but I really want to finish that because that's a rainbow project too, and I want to finish it. See, it's so pretty.
Still more self-control than me.
That is so pretty.
It is gorgeous.
So I want to finish that. It looks like lifesavers. You know what I mean? Like when they're in the tube.
Yeah, it's in the packet.
Yeah. So anyway,
I think the big twist yarn, if that's what you're talking about, is a 4-weight.
Yes, I believe it is a 4-weight.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much all I use is a 4-weight. No, it is a 5.
Oh, it is a 5.
Your favorite,
the 4 skeins of that. Oh my gosh, what am I going to make with it?
Well, I can't wait to see what Sarah makes with the yarn she bought. She bought that Bernat. I can't see what the name of it is. Is it Rainbow Chunky? Something chunky.
Softy Chunky. It's
Bernat
Softy Chunky.
That's really
Bernat
pretty.
Softy Chunky. So that is going to be really cool too. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
That's the Bernat that tries to be like Charisma.
Oh. Mel loves her some charisma.
I do.
Charisma is amazing.
Mel's got charisma and loves charisma.
That's right.
And I'm going to let Mel talk about this blanket because when she saw it, she about wet her pants.
This is, yeah, I did. And I had to go potty right now. So I'm glad I had already seen it. Otherwise, I probably would have wet my pants.
This is amazing.
It is so gorgeous. I don't know if y'all recognize this particular pattern, but this is one that Krista has put out there. And she I don't know if that's gray or navy that's used as a neutral color. It is one of my favorite blankets that she's done. Yeah. I love the colors in it. I love it with the gray. If that's navy, which it kind of looks like it is navy, that's beautiful too. I can't get enough of that blanket. And go to any of the recent Secret Yarnery videos that have come out. You see this predominantly in her backyard, background. And then also another thing you see in her background is the granny square octagon. It's not square, I guess, granny octagon, like big ball.
Oh, wow.
I have nowhere to put that, but I want that just because that looks amazingly fun to have.
Yes. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. So I just have to say, when I look at that blanket, I think of Twister. You could totally play Twister with that blanket.
You could.
I love it.
Now, does Twister have the colors diagonal like that, or do they mix up the colors more?
I don't remember.
They're straight. They're
straight lines.
Okay.
Yeah, they're straight lines. So,
and you would need to play it though.
You need to have a white background because Twister has the white, the dots on the white plastic.
Oh, picky.
But why can't you just ignore the fact that it's navy instead of white? I mean, is there like on the spinny dial, does it say something about the white background?
It has, because if you want it to look like Twister, now if you want it to look like an off-brand Twister, you can have it a different color.
You're a stinker. Ginger's being a fuddy-duddy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's not Twister. It's not white.
But I'm not playing that Twister. I don't care that it took you 77 hours to make it.
Well, this is beautiful. Oh, is that the very last one?
It is. That is our last slide.
Okay, well then I'm going to turn this off.
I do have some fun questions.
Yay!
Yay!
For, I like to do my icebreaker questions on my live, so I have some specific to Mother's Day.
Cool.
Hit me.
So while you guys look at the thing, I'm gonna go ahead and ask the first question as we read through some of the comments.
Okay, let me get back to the comments here.
So question number 1 is, you're standing with another mom at the playground. You notice her underwear is showing. Do you tell her?
I do.
I do.
I would
I
totally want her to tell me if my underwear was showing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would tell her that they're very pretty. And where can I get some of those?
Unless they were, what if they were dirty?
Well, then I probably wouldn't. I would still tell her, but I wouldn't tell her they were pretty.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't say, girl,
Ugh.
you need to check yourself on those
Yeah.
unders.
You gotta do something about that.
You got elastic strands sticking out.
Oh.
Lori says yes. Veronica says yes. Carrie says
Yes.
yes. Vicky says yes. Divergent Crafter says, of course. Deneen says yes, definitely. And
It's so
Jamie
nice to
says,
read
Lori,
that.
what is denim yarn?
Yeah, when Lori says the rainbow blanket would be cool with the denim yarn as the neutral.
Like
That
the
would be
denim blue?
Yeah,
That would be pretty.
I think I have one back here. Is it back here? Oh, I can't turn right backwards.
Oh, I know what that denim yarn is. Is it that cotton?
It's like, whoa!
It looks like-
I thought it was. I was thinking, ow, ow, ow. The lion brand denim.
Is it the one that looks like acid wash?
Yeah. It's got like a.
Oh, the denim lion brand.
Yeah,
They're
that's
jeans.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that too.
That would look really pretty.
They come in pretty small skeins.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're relatively small. You're right. Yeah. See, everybody's saying that they would tell her. That's why, and I would expect no less from you guys. That's why we hang with you.
Yeah,
That's
because
right.
you would tell us if our underwear was
Hanging out
showing.
the back of your freaking pants. You want to know that too?
A hole. Like, what if you had a hole in your pants, like right in your butt?
Right?
My mom told me the story of a lady in the office that she worked with, and she came out of the ladies' room, and her skirt, she that used to wear these long flowing skirts, was tucked in her pantyhose in the back.
Yeah.
So you could see her butt and back of her legs from the back, and she had no idea.
Oh.
And she made it all the way back to her office, which was quite a long walk. And my mom finally told her. But she's like, I have no idea how many people saw the back of her.
How devastating. How devastating. And you wouldn't feel it back then because you did wear pantyhose back then. Nowadays, you tuck it in back there and you feel a draft.
Yeah.
Pantyhose, especially old-fashioned pantyhose, those are like armor, a suit of
Yeah.
armor that you put on. You have no
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
But they didn't hide anything. It wasn't like leggings.
What a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so the next question is, if you had a 25-hour day and everyone else has still only had 24, what would you do with that extra hour? Duh.
Oh, duh.
Crochet.
Oh, you would? You wouldn't go grocery shopping and do the laundry?
Well, no. Mm-mm.
I would prepare all my meals. I'm just kidding. I would
do my meal
totally-
planning.
I would totally crochet to either a book that I like or a movie
Or
that I like.
watch a show or something.
Yeah.
I would get a head start
And-
on
and
those
then-
taxes.
And then I'd complain that it wasn't enough time.
Exactly.
I need
It still wasn't
26
enough
hours.
time.
So Veronica says, I went ahead and subscribed to Whippy Chick and Hooked on the Left. I have been a fan of Yarn Geek, but love to add fellow crafters to my watch list. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah.
Inchworm,
Veronica?
Inchworm. I'm inching my way. Inching my way up that sub list.
Oh, sleep.
So let's see what
Wow.
everybody else would do. Crochet. Divergent Crafter says
Yeah.
sleep. And
We're
Tracy
gonna let
also
us
says
sleep.
sleep.
Well, see, now the reason I would sleep is so there'd be more time to crochet later in the day.
Oh, I never do that. I always get up early.
Veronica.
and crochet. I never sleep in.
Thank you, Veronica. Gotta,
Awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Got to do the bath
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you don't have the little movie thing that you do anymore?
No, I need to get that movie thing.
You don't have it? Sorry.
I need to put that movie thing up.
I'm sorry. I keep
Well,
forgetting.
I was thinking, did you send it to me?
I thought I did.
Yeah, because I'm feeling bad because I didn't go grab it and put it on here.
Oh, that's okay. No, don't feel
I'm
bad.
sorry.
Don't feel bad, silly girl.
Oh,
So
Mandy
Linda,
has very
Vicky
good
both say
reasons.
crochet.
But Mandy
Shell Bell says sleep,
Okay.
crochet, or knit. Sorry, I keep cutting you off, Mel.
no worries. Mandy says I have a 2 and 3-year-old, so I'd probably sleep.
Yeah.
I feel you there. Yeah.
That makes sense.
What? Screech?
Oh, was that a kitty cat?
Oh yeah.
That was Screech. Screecher feature is always noisy.
Wow. Screech is loud.
He is.
Screech, Screech
That's
is.
why his name changed from Cinder to Screech. That right there.
So cute.
Barbara says, I would say do the grocery shopping, but don't need excuse me, but don't need the boyfriend to help do that. So I don't drive. Oh, as I don't drive. So she needs the boyfriend to help do that. So Barbara, you have to come up with something fun to do since you can't go grocery shopping. To do something more fun.
Snack on the groceries, maybe?
Make the grocery list. And yarn should be on that list. You get your groceries at Walmart and you can get yarn on your grocery list.
No.
DC sounds like my kind of gal. Well, I think I get 6 hours, but my watch tells me I get like 4. DC says, Divergent Crafter says, never get enough sleep. Most nights, 6 hours.
Yeah, I don't.
Crafter, her
sleep
sleep crystal also, so that's why I call her DC.
Yeah, I don't sleep more than 6 or 7 hours most nights. I don't feel like I need it anymore. I used to. Used to be I needed like a good solid 8, but
not anymore.
I wake up and I'm like, I got stuff I want to do today. And it's 4:00 in the morning.
Exactly.
Like wake up ready to go.
Mandy says, I just want you ladies to know Monday I am shipping out some boxes to you. I'm sure Julie will get hers first because we live so close.
Oh my God.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
What is up with that? I got another box this week from one of our folks. I will show it to you later. It is gorgeous. Actually, I'm making a little video of
good. Yeah.
My other box. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Mandy. I don't know what to say.
Yay. James says extra hour, drink as much coffee while it's still hot and probably just stare at the birds and the plants out the window and just enjoy the quiet.
Jamie, I'm going to be right there with you, and you're going to have to find some more of those hand-me-down rocking chairs. We're just going to stare at a lake. And you can drink your coffee, and I'll drink my tea, and we'll be old ladies together.
That sounds like so much fun.
Oh, my gosh. All I need is a lake. That's all I need.
Well, and I need
the rest.
just a little bit of briskness in the air. I want just a little bit of that bite in the air in the morning. I love that.
The house next to us has a pond, and she can sit on her dock and look at the pond.
Oh, that's so nice.
Invited me over. She's like, you can come hang out at the pond anytime you want. And I'm like, oh, that would feel a little weird.
No, I'd be fine.
Willie?
Are you on the phone?
Hi, Willie. You're live.
Yeah,
What's
Willie.
your question?
What do you need, Willie?
I need somebody to pick me up. Anthony won't pick up the phone.
Are you at the school?
Yes.
Well, I'm on the live right now.
Hi, Willie.
Right, call Casey. I love you. Bye. I told him before that we were going to be having a live.
It's Mother's Day, guys.
Yep. Gotta be a mom on Mom's Day.
That's a mom. That is a mom. The exquisite inconvenience of being another person's everything. Right there. That is it.
I told him I was going to be on till 6, so I wouldn't be able to come pick him up till sometime after that. But Anthony was going to come pick him up. Maybe I should text Anthony.
Let's read our chats here. Denise says, and to think I didn't go to the lake to hang out with you guys.
Aw. Well, we'll get out to that lake. We'll get
Yeah,
out the adults together.
absolutely. We've got lots of lakes down here. Come on down.
Well, and it looks like Jamie's got a lot of room on that porch. So
She does.
Yeah, a lot of room.
Mandy says, I had a lot of extra Kramer mystery yarn from bin shopping. So you guys are getting your own Kramer mystery boxes.
yay,
Thank you so
you.
much.
Exciting.
How exciting is that? Woohoo!
that's super duper exciting.
Super
Jamie
exciting.
says, old ladies, all you need is a hoodie to wear, Julie. Apparently, when I wear a hoodie, I look a lot younger. I didn't know. I was told that this week by Jamie that
Oh, yeah, that picture of you with the hoodie on is really
Oh
cute.
yes, that
I
one.
wore a hoodie because it was pouring rain outside.
Wow, you look really cute.
Thanks.
Oh,
Nowhere near
I asked
old
the
we are.
next question while you look at the next things. Hang on just a second. Let me go to the question number 3.
Okay.
Is there a food that you think is really gross, but you make your kids eat it because it's good for them? I don't make mine eat anything that she doesn't want to eat.
I don't. Either.
Oh, I grew up in a house with a parent. I won't say which parent it is. Wasn't my mom. But would make you sit at the table until you finished everything on your plate, even if you didn't like it. Because we were kind of poor and food was scarce. You know, you had to eat what you were given, and he'd get mad if we didn't eat.
But
Yeah.
and
And I always swore I'd never do that. I'd never make my kid eat something they didn't like.
Milk was the worst, especially when it was half milk, half powdered milk.
oh my gosh, milk sounds
It was
good.
blue.
Ugh.
It
Yeah,
was like bluish gray. It was gross.
you got the powdered milk too?
Yeah. We were a very large family on one income, and
Yeah. Powdered
Yeah,
milk.
I never had that. I never had that experience with my family. Well, my grandma did a little bit, but that she was raised in a different time. But it just when you force your kids to eat something, it can develop an unhealthy relationship with food. And my daughter, she's amazing, better than me at she stops eating when she's full. She doesn't eat
Wow.
if she's not hungry. Just because it's time to eat, she doesn't eat if she's not hungry.
yeah.
And as annoying as that is, and frustrating, I've just never been one to force her because I want her to have a healthy relationship with food.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I didn't have a really unhealthy relationship with food so much. Like I don't like being full. I don't like the feeling of being stuffed. So I usually am good about stopping. But the foods that tried to force me to like, I still hate them.
Yeah. So, yeah, you
didn't
don't eat
change
them every day.
In fact, when you said chili earlier, that was one of the foods, and I was like,
My daughter hates chili too. I love a good chunk
chili.
It has to be, but it has to. I don't like a runny chili. It's got to be.
well,
I don't
guys,
know.
when we get together and we're at the chili place, you can have mine.
Okay.
Deal. And if it's not if it's the runny kind, I'll eat it because I will eat any kind of chili. I love chili.
Well, and I started thinking about it because Wendy's chili is like a little bit more soupy. Excuse the cat, by the way. But it's a little bit more soupy, and I actually love Wendy's chili.
Yeah. So Divergent Crafter says, ask that they try what's cooked but never force. Yes, I do that. I say you can't just say no. You have to try it first. But if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it again. Yeah. Because sometimes it doesn't look appetizing, but then when you try it, it's like, ooh,
yummy.
That's good. Lori says she's a Clean Plate Club.
Clean Plate Club? What? Where?
Lori says Clean Plate Club.
Got you.
Denise says, my dad got tired of making us try to make me eat salad, that he just finally put my salad bowl and a sticky note in it that said the word salad on it. Oh my gosh. My family used to have a saying that it's supper's not over till Julie spills her milk, because I was notoriously clumsy. I used to spill every single time I'd spill my milk. Supper's not done till Julie spills her milk.
Why didn't I think of that? Because I could not drink my milk. I hated milk.
Oh, you should have spilled it. I liked it though.
Oh, I didn't like it. I would sit there until it was like warm. And then I still had to drink it. So I should have just spilled it.
So Jamie says, Julie, tell everyone what the best thing that your mom made for supper. She made the best blank. LOL, your answer was priceless. Jamie and I both commented on this Facebook post, and it was, what's the best thing your mom ever made for supper? And I said, a call to the pizza place.
Oh my God.
That is the best thing my mom ever made and still does make for supper.
That
The
is
best thing is a call to the pizza place.
She
cute.
makes amazing steak, amazing lasagna, and amazing beef stroganoff.
Yum. My
Yeah,
mom
we
makes
mostly
killer.
Spaghetti. We had the same thing each night of the week. So like every Monday, it was pizza from a place called Pudgy's Pizza, because that was payday for my dad. So we always had pizza on Monday, and then like Sunday was always either chili or spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
They altered, So every other week I didn't eat dinner. Yeah, she always made the same things, but it was a big family.
It works and it's quick and easy.
Yeah.
I get it.
Tracy says, no, I didn't make my kids eat things they don't like. Now my youngest only eats meat and potatoes. Vicky says that powdered milk was nasty. I never made my kids eat liver and onions.
Oh, liver and onions are.
Liver is a filter. It is the body's filter. That is where all the
I don't
garbage
think it's meant to be eaten.
Yeah. Ugh. Your liver would filter out the liver that you eat.
Right?
Right.
Mandy says, I don't make them eat anything, but I am a picky eater. So I try to introduce them to a lot of food, but I won't eat. So they aren't picky like me.
Oh my God.
My son is less picky than me.
Excuse me. You know what my daughter does like that most kids don't like? And I love it too. Canned spinach. We are like Popeyes over here. We love canned spinach.
Oh,
I love fresh
gross.
spinach too, but canned spinach is the best.
Really?
I like fresh spinach, canned spinach. Sometimes, yes, if I have a lot of vinegar, I'll put a ton of vinegar on my.
Oh, see, now I do that with greens, turnip greens. But
Yeah.
not with spinach. So spinach, I'll eat that straight out the can, warm it up. I'm good to go.
I like cornbread.
Ooh, that sounds yummy. Yeah.
So Deneen, for you chili girls, says put a pinch of cinnamon in your chili. It makes any chili recipe better.
I'll have to try that.
What does it do to the chili?
Just gives it a little more zing, I guess.
I like zing.
We'll find out.
I don't like chili, so you'll have to let me know. Jen says we call it a no thank you bite.
Yeah,
I love
that's perfect.
that. DC says, me too, Julie. One kid in high school signed my yearbook to the girl who always spills her cooking class. No joke. Oh, who spills in her cooking class? Yeah, I was a spiller. People are wondering what you're working on, Ginger. Mel and I have stopped asking because she just is always working on something.
I did have a couple of different blankets made with this yarn, but I just ripped it all out. And I'm making a different one. It
looks like double crochet.
It's Tunisian honeycomb.
Oh, your favorite Tunisian stitch.
So are you able to see the definition of the stitch as well with that kind of yarn?
Not as much.
Yeah, it kind of takes away.
Yeah, but I mean, it's subtle.
Yeah.
So you can still feel it. You still get the really good feel.
Yeah.
And this is a super bulky yarn. And I'm using a pea hook. So I'm just
got to pee.
I gotta pee.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ask the next question.
Okay.
If you were stranded with your kids, what are the 3 things you hope that you'd have on you? An iPhone, earbuds, and a hoodie. I have a 16-year-old, so that dictates what I wish was on me.
Uh-oh. My phone is not letting me hear anything right now. You guys all sound like robots.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Here we go. We'll talk like robots.
I'll read the chat.
Okay. I think I would bring, or I'd want, the cell phone's a given.
Well, you have a teen as well, so.
Yeah.
Huh?
What else would I want? I don't know.
Oh, I like this.
I'm hoping that with the cell phone that I wouldn't be stranded for long because I'd call for help.
Right? Right? But you're stranded with your kids, so it's something for your kids so that they.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Baby wipes, even though he is 19.
Now, would we be stranded in our car?
Very, very clean. Yeah. What are we stranded in? In food,
Well, you know
I guess.
what? You guys are getting too. You're stranded in whatever. I'm sorry, I said a bad word, but just you're stranded in whatever you wanted to be stranded.
Yeah. Yeah. Am I on an island?
You guys want details? Give me details. I'm stranded in what? Am I on an island? Am I in a city? Where am I?
I guess I would want food, like lots of food.
Yeah, phone. A way to charge my phone,
Oh, good point.
and a lot of food.
Those are good answers. I think.
Sadly, these are things we think about in the Northeast in the wintertime. What do you need in the car?
Yes, in case you get stuck in the car. Mhm.
Yeah,
Like we do, like, I don't know about other people, but we always have hand warmers and feet warmers that you put in your gloves. They last like 6
don't, but,
hours.
we need to start.
I keep those in my car.
Because
But don't keep them in there.
when we had a big enough snow that we got stuck.
Yep. Never know what's going to happen. So it looks like everybody's kind of saying similar things. Cell phones, food, and an internet connection.
Mm-hmm.
Kids iPads, my dog.
Look at Lori. She just went one step extra. Phone
And an RV.
and an RV.
Phone, headphones. Please
I
phone
think
for them, headphones for me.
you should have just led with the RV there, Lori.
Next to an RV. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
Yeah, if I had a car, I'd already have enough yarn in it.
Oh, it's
True
kind of
enough.
funny that I didn't even think of yarn. Stranded, that made me think like, okay, this is the emergency.
Exactly. That's why you got to have the yarn. What if you need to crochet a blanket? You
Oh,
have
that's
Well,
weird.
I actually keep a crocheted blanket in my car in the wintertime. So
Oh, Janine says a whistle, yarn, and a hook. But I'm thinking, I was like, why a whistle?
yeah,
And then
it's
I
how
thought
you
about it, I'm like, so you can alert people that you're stranded.
Or you can, if your kids are making too much noise, you can go,
referee.
That's true. I guess me having only one, I never needed a referee.
Jen Reeves is on my wavelength. She says potty paper is a must. Yeah, I was like baby wipes. Need baby wipes. I don't know where we're going to be going to the bathroom, but I need
Baby
I need to make things clean. Food, drinking games, a nuclear submarine to get home. Okay.
nice. I like that one.
What if
That's,
you're landlocked?
Deneen says not to break up fights, to referee.
I gotcha.
All right, what's our next question? I love this game.
Our
Yeah, this is fun.
And there's 10 total, you guys. So our next
Okay.
question is, what kids show do you wish you could eliminate so that no mom ever has to sit through it again?
Barney.
Barney.
Yeah, I think Barney.
Barney.
With hands down.
Hands down, Barney.
I love the Wiggles.
Barney beats out Teletubbies.
Oh, Teletubbies is another one I couldn't stand, but she was older than that before. You know what I mean? Too old for Teletubbies by the time they came out. But Barney definitely. I loved the Wiggles. I loved Little Einsteins.
Oh,
I loved Mickey Mouse. The Mickey Mouse Club.
yeah.
Um,
Lori says Caillou. Deneen says Caillou. Yes, Caillou is annoying.
oh yeah,
His
actually.
voice.
How about
His
bananas
voice.
in pajamas?
Oh, I remember Bananas in Pajamas. I remember that show.
Let's see. I don't even remember that one.
Oh, Divergent Crafter, please don't hold back. Tell us how you really feel about SpongeBob.
You know what? I can't stand SpongeBob either. I think that it teaches
his
so many
laugh with
of the wrong things to kids. So actually, I might have to agree with you on SpongeBob.
That's
SpongeBob.
one where they kept trying to kill the health inspector, the food inspector.
Oh, I will confess, I have never actually watched SpongeBob.
You're not missing much.
Oh my
I never
gosh.
watched it.
I have whole
Um,
episodes memorized.
My son was a Thomas the Tank Engine kid. He loved
Ah.
Thomas, but
My
he mostly
daughter
loved
too.
movies. He liked the movies. He'd watch all of the the movies. So I've seen I've seen them like hundreds of times.
Really, sir? No, you know what? I have this video of my daughter. She's in. Gosh, I gotta find it again. I hope it's not lost forever. But anyway, she's watching. She loved Little Mermaid, like from.
Oh yeah, Pete loves Little Mermaid.
So she's watching this part of it, and she's got her little face, and she's eating her lunch at the table, and and then it comes a part where Flounder and Ariel are going into the boat, but then they have that looming shark, and she goes, Fiona! Oh no! And then it would do the whole scene, and she said, "Bad shark."
Bad shark.
Best. I loved it.
Oh, yeah. My son loved all of the Disney movies. He usually liked the villains. I thought they were cool. Yeah. Yeah. Maleficent and Ursula but he was terrified of the father in Mary Poppins. Whenever he'd come on, he would leave the room. He was only 3.
God.
He was just little. He was afraid of that man because he was always yelling, I think.
Oh, yeah, he was very domineering at the beginning, and then
yeah. So he was really afraid of that man, and he'd always leave the room and he'd peek in and wait for that scene to be over, and then he'd come back in and dance along. He was so cute. Oh, my little baby. Okay, so let's get back. So Caillou, Ren and Stimpy, SpongeBob, hate his laugh with a passion. Teletubbies, SpongeBob. And then Denise says, "Oh, you're right about SpongeBob. I cannot stand that damn show and would turn the channel as soon as it was on."
Yeah, my husband and daughter love SpongeBob. I just felt like it taught all the wrong things, but
yeah.
And maybe I take
I kind of felt that way about the Simpsons a little bit, but they were before my son's time. Caillou drove me to drink. My sons were into Bob the Builder big time.
Oh, my daughter liked Bob the Builder as well.
Oh, Vicky's like me, the adult cartoon Simpsons. Yeah, I'm not a big Simpsons fan. Lori says Cat Bomb.
Oh, no, that's not a show. I had a cat bomb.
Oh. I was like, is she thinking of Cat Dog? Because I remember that show was Cat Dog.
Gosh, Cat Dog.
Well, there's the Cats and Dogs one, which was a movie, and I like that.
Yeah, Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol's big right now.
That is big. My niece was a huge fan of that. She's gotten away from it, though. She's a little bit older.
All right. What's our next question?
Oh, yes. Next question. And we see you, Lori. We're not going to read it out loud, but we see you, Lori. Not Lori, Jamie. I said the wrong thing. We see you, Jamie.
I know. But we're laughing with you.
Yeah,
laughing with you.
But we want to be able to stay on YouTube.
Oh, this is a good question. At what age did your kids stop embarrassing you and you started embarrassing them? And I say
12.
About 8 years old.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I would say 12.
Well,
12 was the first time I used it to my advantage. I remember being 12.
It has to do with that. Well, it maybe has to do with maturity level, but it was 8. My daughter was like,
maybe he just didn't let me know. But around 12, I can remember purposely embarrassing him. I remember seeing a poster of Justin Bieber and say, "Oh, do you want another Justin Bieber poster for your room?" And he's like,
"Are you kidding me?" That's awesome. I love that.
It wasn't very nice of me.
Maybe in your room.
Oh my God.
I've never embarrassed my kids. They all think I'm totally cool all the time.
Oh, you liar.
No, she means 3 years old.
Well,
that's when you first started embarrassing your children, when they were 3 years old.
You know.
When you got a talent, you got a talent.
That's right.
Oh, there people in the chat are still on the TV shows. That was a popular question.
I know, I see that. Yeah.
Power Rangers are nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, Power Rangers.
For the last question, says my oldest at about 10, my youngest still isn't, and they are 16. Oh, how sweet!
Well, that's nice.
Happy Mother's Day to you too, Sheila.
Oh, happy Mother's Day. Sarah says 12-year-old son told me off for kissing him goodbye at the doorstep and said to do it before opening the door. He's allowed to give him a goodbye kiss, but
only before the door opened.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Behind tinted windows.
Yeah.
That's right.
Did you guys ever see that Spider-Man cartoon movie and the dad is a police officer and he goes on the loudspeaker after he drops the son off at school and he's in the cop car and he's like, I love you. And the kid's
I don't remember that.
He's like, you got to say it back. And the kid's like, Dad, come on.
I would say if there was any of a standard time for all my kids, it would have been middle school.
Yeah, middle school is hard.
Oh.
So
I get embarrassed by everything.
Chime in. When did you stop embarrassing me and I started embarrassing you? How old were you?
3.
She says 3.
Oh, Peanut. Oh, Crafty Chat says Into the Spider-Verse. Yes, it's a scene from that movie. My husband and son were watching it just last night, so it was fresh in my head.
Oh, I need to watch that actually. My daughter loves Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse. That sounds really cool.
Denise says, my oldest at birth and my youngest never. Not sure he is, so who cares what people think? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that phrase.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, me too.
I don't think people are thinking about us all that often. Like, I don't worry about what they think because most likely not thinking about me anyway.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. Nobody has that much time to think about you.
Yeah.
See here.
My 16-year-old will give me a hug in the school parking lot, but they aren't really embarrassed easily unless you draw attention to them. They're very introverted. Yeah.
Like if you're the person in the bleachers going, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, that might do it.
Yeah. So the next question is, what's something in your house that for some reason only a mom's eyes can see?
Oh, there's hundreds of them.
Hundreds.
Oh my gosh, hundreds. You're right.
Like,
No,
like sugar packets that are opened on the countertop now. Those kinds of things. Ginger, empty pizza boxes on the table. I think we've had this conversation this week already.
So these ladies, this is what I sent to my daughter. I'm going to show you guys. I still have that screen crop that I sent to you. I sent this to them because Ginger had sent her empty pizza boxes, and I sent this to Ginger, and I said, now this isn't as big a deal, but this is what I sent to my kiddo.
That's not bad.
It's a picture of it, and I said, seriously, Ro?
Yeah, I think in my house it's probably empty toilet paper roll.
Oh my gosh, yes. Or because I also keep an extra one behind the toilet just in case you have to do
Right.
a few times,
Right.
and you run out. Sorry, you guys, I'm refocusing.
That's okay. I knew what you were doing.
That's okay.
So the toilet paper, yes. And paper towels, which I think those are birds of the same feather.
Yeah.
Lori says overflowing trash. And Vicky
That's
says
my
trash.
husband, that one.
And Sarah says, now my son is 6'4" and will walk down the road hand in hand with me, and he's 35.
Oh,
That's
that's so sweet. I love that.
I do too.
Laundry, laundry and dirty dishes.
I'm sorry. My husband had to come in from the living room. Must be he's watching us in the other room.
Oh,
He's
nice.
pointing the finger at me, and he says, granola bar wrappers that you stuff under the mattress. I'm a little guilty of that. That's me.
That's
Classic.
awesome.
It's not
I'm
Father's
guilty of
Day.
that
He's not
myself.
supposed to be talking in this conversation. So, Ginger, I think we've got a spammer on here, so we might want to get rid of
where?
Neil.
Oh,
Engage
no.
with Neil Casey.
That's my husband.
Oh,
Oh, look
I
at
thought he was a spammer.
I love you, honey.
Nice to see you, Casey. You almost got the boot.
Hi,
If you'd done that
Casey.
during my chat, I would have been like, who's this guy? Crafty Chat says overflowing trash guilty. So yeah, everybody seems to be the trash can. Trash can is full, empty toilet paper not changed. Plates in odd places like under pillows.
How do you sleep like that?
Or the worst, when animals that are theirs have an accident.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Laundry thrown on the floors. Casey, love you too. I thought he was a weirdo. It's just Casey.
Did you give us a thumbs up, Casey?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thumbs up.
honey, talk to me.
Dirty dishes left by the empty dishwasher.
Oh my gosh.
The reason why that made me laugh right out loud is because whenever I see dishes in the sink, I say, we have a dishwasher. It's right next to the sink. So this week I literally left a Post-it note on the sink that said, we have a dishwasher.
You notice how I've been being conspicuously quiet?
Because all your family's in the house?
Well, because I'm usually the one who doesn't notice things.
Oh, that's so funny. Now, I don't notice dust. I don't see dust, and it drives my husband nuts. I don't see.
If I didn't take my medication, I would see everything.
But
But since I do,
You're all good, right?
I'm all good.
Now, for me, because my daughter does the dishes and she puts them away, I go through and I organize all the dishes like once every 6 months. If I go back up in there and it's unorganized, oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-mm. Because dishes don't go back together right if they're not organized. Gosh darn it.
It doesn't feel right. I understand you.
Yeah.
It's the re-
Nadine says, wait, if you use too many emojis, it looks like spam. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that, Nadine. It was just a name that I wasn't familiar with. And it said engage with Neil Casey, like where he was begging us to engage with him. It just seemed like a weird comment for the chat. So you can use emojis.
So
and
what she's saying is that Casey's weird. Is that what I'm hearing?
no, it just was.
I love you, Casey. I think you're awesome. Apparently, Julie does not.
Not true at all. I just wasn't familiar with his handle, and I didn't get engaged to him.
She's just looking out for us. That's all.
right.
I'm going to move on to the next comment because it is a funny one. Sydney Schrock. My mom tried really hard to embarrass me in my teens when we picked up my boyfriend. She would play 50 Shades of Grey on the audiobook.
Oh my God. That is amazing. I love your mom.
That is so cool. That's worse than
That be a great idea on something I can do for my kid.
that is worse than standing at the door with a shotgun.
Oh, you guys know that whole scene in Bad Boys 2 with Will Smith and Martin, whatever his name is, where he comes to acting like he's drunk, coming to the door. What, you look like you're 30. Yeah, I just got out of jail, and he starts waving his gun around, and anyway, you had to see it. It's an amazing scene.
Yeah.
So funny. What's our next question before we get in any more trouble tonight?
Okay. Oh, that's so funny. Deneen says, I hate when somebody touches the dust, and now we can see the dust.
I dusted once. That stuff came back, and I'm not making that mistake again. I love that meme.
But you know what gets me is whenever you realize what dust is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There are little,
like you don't want to hear it because it's kind of like hot dogs. You don't need to know.
No, guys, I am sitting at my window right now, looking out the window, and two little boys from the neighborhood just came by, and one of them's peeing in one of my bushes.
Boys.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Like, there were leaves in the way. I didn't see his,
Stuff, but
oh my gosh.
little boys.
Little boys.
Oh my goodness.
What would you change about your favorite restaurant to make it more kid friendly? My favorite restaurants are kid friendly. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah. My son was always pretty good in the restaurant. We never really had problems with him in the restaurant.
And I guess anything that was more expensive, and I'm not like a expensive restaurant type person. I wouldn't take my kid to, and it's not just that it's not that I didn't want to have my kid there as a little one. And honestly, my little one, if we did take her to something, because my mom would sometimes do that, all we had to do was get her some lemon wedges, take out the seeds, and sit there and suck on those the whole time. That was the plan.
My little guy would just color. We always brought notebooks and paper and pens, and he would just sit and color. He was always really good in a restaurant.
You can't do that when you have multiple kids, because the screaming will start.
And the fighting will ensue. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. See, there's a difference between like my sister. I used to be appalled at my sister because she would let her kids, and she had 3 at the time that I had my one. And she would just let them run all over the restaurant. All over the restaurant. She'd just be like, they're out there, they're fine. They're fine. And me, I'm like, oh my God, what are you I don't understand.
It might be fine with you, but the other people in this restaurant don't
she didn't care. I was like, by that time because she had twins. So by that time she's like, you can get mad at me all you want. I do not even care.
Oh wow.
They are entertained and out of my hair.
So people are telling you, Ginger, that you should open the window and squirt a water bottle at him.
That would be hilarious.
That would be awesome.
Or just knock on the window and wave.
They've already run off. They did their business. They're gone.
That's so
But
funny.
I was just so shocked to see it that I was like, really?
Crafty chats, we cannot do that. We would get in so much trouble.
Yes. That would not work. And then Veronica says apple juice even.
Ooh.
Squirt them with some apple juice.
Oh, that's hilarious.
If it's warm, all the better.
Yes. So funny.
That's cute.
What's our next question?
That would be perfect.
We are getting close to the end.
Oh, we are. We're at, oh my gosh.
Two more.
My dog keeps knocking stuff down, like winter hats.
Ooh,
what are you doing?
You have a secret fear that you hide from your kids. Do you need me to ask that again?
Yeah.
Do you have a secret fear that you hide from your kids? Oh my goodness,
Willie. Go on. My dog is stuck under my desk.
Gotcha. Did you at that time?
Yes. What is my secret fear that I haven't told my kid?
That you hide from your kids. Do you have
He's literally 3 feet away. And his ears pricked right up. I don't really have any secret fears. He knows I'm terrified of driving in the snow.
Yeah.
What else am I scared of, Pete?
I see mine.
In heights. I'm terrified of being up high.
I'm with you there.
And I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling from them.
I'm not afraid of being too high. I'm afraid of being crushed by something, or being somewhere where I can't breathe, or stuffed in a little tiny place that I can't move.
So you're kind of claustrophobic then.
Yeah.
I'm very claustrophobic. Yeah.
I am. I don't like heights. I don't like heights. But I do. One thing that never came up. It's not that I'm keeping it a secret. Just I don't think it's ever really come up. So she may not know. But okay. Julie's gone. I am deathly afraid of sharks, and to the fact that I will not swim in the ocean.
Ooh. Well, they are terrifying. And they can eat you. So
exactly.
I think it's a valid fear.
I saw Jaws at a very impressionable age. So
I saw Jaws when I was 4, when it first came out at the movie theater. My parents took me to see it.
Yes. Now I don't think I saw it quite then, but later I saw it was like about 6 to 7. So yeah, no, not a fan. I'll swim in swimming pools.
I get scared in swimming pools sometimes.
Really? For what?
Yeah, but that won't stop me. Just like it's kind of like the same thing of hanging your feet over the edge of the bed at nighttime. It's like, do you ever get creeped out? Like, What if somebody grabs me? When you know somebody's not going to grab you.
Oh, you know what's the worst thing to watch when it came out, and I was at the age where I would watch it anyway?
What?
The idiot. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Going back now and watching it, it's actually kind of hilarious. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read some of these. Keep an eye out for Julie in case she comes back.
Okay.
So Janine says, I'm afraid of water, and when my kids were little, we would go on boat rides. I would pretend, oh, what a great boat ride this is, so they wouldn't have my fears that I've been having on a boat for 10 years.
No.
Good for you.
Oh. This is what you meant by look for Julie. Oh, geez. Sorry, Julie.
I've been back for like 5 minutes just listening and watching and waving my arms.
So sorry.
It's okay. My dog got under my desk, and I think he must have jiggled something. I don't know, but he's very awkward now.
Oh, got you.
And he gets himself in places and he can't back out. He used to be able to back out, but now he can't. So then he gets stuck, and we have to find a path for him to.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Puppy.
The joys of having an 85-pound three-legged dog.
Three-legged dog.
Of
Exactly.
being the mom.
Yes. Yeah.
Lori
Absolutely.
says, and this goes back to the last question, my favorite restaurant is a pub, and you have to be 21. So if it could be big enough to have family dining area as per Indiana law, that would be better. That's a good point. I like that.
Yeah, I was thinking, like a playpen in the corner. I don't know. Soundproof.
Something.
Okay, let me tell you a story. When I was little, okay, my dad was still in college because he was 18 when I was born. So I would go, he just took me with him everywhere, like to the college parties, to the bars. There was actually one bar in town that is literally 2 blocks up the street from me right now that had a basement in it with comic books. There were comic book racks for the kids. So you could send your kids downstairs to read comic books while the adults were upstairs drinking.
I love that.
It's like, oh my gosh, like anybody would do that with their kids now would be child abuse.
Well, Chuck E. Cheese serves beer, and I always thought that was so funny. Do you guys have Chuck E. Cheese?
Plan because they help parents get through Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. I always thought it was so funny. Like, yep. You go to Chuck E. Cheese, you need a beer.
You do.
That place is like sensory overload.
Veronica,
Yeah, and then it's like the kids can take advantage of you to get more tokens because they're like, can we have more tokens, please? And once you're a pitcher in,
yeah, you're like,
Sure.
over here, go away.
Yeah.
there you go, kid.
Not go away, but yeah.
My son didn't really like Chuck E. Cheese until he got older. Like
Yeah.
6 or 7. When he was really little, he didn't like it. It was just too
It was
stimulating.
too loud. Mhm.
Yeah, it was too
Yeah.
much. And we were okay with that.
Yeah.
Because it was too much for us too.
That mouse is freaky.
That's true. The animatronic thing that they have in the
Oh God.
Well, it's like Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know if you've ever played that, but
Oh.
my
They're
daughter
creepy.
did. I never played it. Veronica says, then leaving the house this year. My son graduated last year and my daughter this month, and my heart breaks to be without them. And I'm proud of the people that they are and that they are growing. You know what?
Yeah.
But I actually have told my daughter that when she moves out, she needs to make sure that there's room for me to move with her.
oh, that's nice.
It kind of is, but not to her.
I told my kids that when they grow up, they all have to build a grandma house in their backyard.
Yep.
Oh,
Exactly. Wriggle, which Barbara Wriggle Baker, since there's a few Barbaras, because Whisper is also a Barbara. Barbara goes by Wriggle in chat. So Wriggle says that being totally alone, otherwise they know all my fears.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think you ever want to be alone ever again. Not for extended periods of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This plant is turning out really pretty.
Alone. Look at you go. That is very pretty.
You.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really afraid of too much. Whatever will be, will be.
Que sera, sera.
Hey, Sarah, Sarah.
Sarah. I'm
I'm
afraid
not the one singing tonight.
I know I have been singing tonight.
Mel's the one singing tonight.
Well, Denise says I'm afraid of water when my kids were little. Oh no, I already read that one. Okay. Alice says I have a secret fear of things not working, like not working out, or just like you put a tape in a VCR and it doesn't work, or
maybe your car doesn't work. That's
or
kind
your
of
car
a fear.
doesn't start, or your lights don't turn on,
Or your plane that you're on doesn't work. That would be a fear.
I mean, how big is that? Oh gosh. Kiwi agrees with me. Kiwi says, Mel, I'm exactly the same after watching Jaws. I even thought there was a shark under my bed. Yes. I don't know that you were in here for it, but I won't swim in the ocean.
I won't swim in the ocean either, Mel. I will get in up to about my shins.
See, and I have a hard time with that because of jellyfish.
Yes. My brother got stung by a jellyfish right by me when we were kids, and I was scared ever since.
Oh, no.
But to me, I don't like lakes and oceans and rivers to swim in because there's just too much life in there.
Yeah.
And where there's life.
What was that?
I get scared by the riptide. I'm always afraid the riptide's going to rip me out.
Yeah.
Under the water.
I'm just like, where there's life, there's poop. I just don't want to be.
Give me a pool any day of the week.
Crafty Chaz Cafe says, guys, like all of the above. but none of those are secret fears. Like my son knows all of them.
Yeah.
And any fears that I have that are secret from him, I probably am not going to tell you all either.
Yeah, because they're secret from you too.
Or you're just completely unaware of them. They're like hidden.
Yeah,
that's true too. Yes. Denise says my knuckles were white by the end of the boat ride. This is where she was talking about she went on a boat ride and was forcing herself to stay positive so her kids would not have the same fear. But they were white by the end of the boat ride. But it worked. They are not afraid of boats, and I don't have to go on one ever again.
Or again.
And DC says yes, I will fail them, and my other one is bridges. I don't like bridges either. They know the fear, just not how intense. And I stupidly live in a lake town. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
My sister had a friend who is afraid of driving over bridges, so people would have to drive her to places if she had to cross a bridge. It was bizarre to me, but it's a very real fear.
Yep. I'm uncomfortable. It's not a true fear. I don't like I also don't like driving next to a semi because I'm afraid that it's gonna topple on top.
That is terrifying.
I either slow down or speed up, and I'm like the whole time. But that's not secret. My dad knows that I'm like that.
Especially when it's raining.
Yes.
You know what I think my biggest fear is illness. Getting sick. Like bad sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a fear I have.
Yeah, it's so funny. Alice says, ladies, we need to toughen you up. I would not be without my wild swimming spots. I will tell you, growing up, I don't have a problem swimming in springs. Because
it's cold though.
You can see straight through.
Yes.
See, I grew up in Florida, so the cold springs felt amazing. But you can see what's going on. You can't in rivers, you can't in lakes, you can't in oceans, but springs, yes. I would always swim, and we would go on the boat and we would go swimming in the springs. I loved it.
Yeah. So your fear is more swimming where you can't see the bottom.
That
or like
being chomped on by a shark.
Yeah. Get this. When I was 18, I went to Hawaii, and my friend's dad had a boat. We went out in the water. The water was so clear that we could see the sharks swimming below us. Oh. They were far, far away. And I was I was in the water at the time. And I'm like, I'm getting out of here right now. I'm not going back in that water. And everybody was like, it's fine. You have plenty of time to get back in the boat. Like, yeah, right now.
No, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was
Gary
terrible.
says, I have a mole that stands out on my side, and the last time I swam in a lake, a little fish kept nibbling on it.
Oh my God, that's awesome. See, I have a big mole on my back, and I would imagine that same thing would happen. That's hilarious. In fact, I've got a mole right here. And my cat, when he was a kitten, actually all of my cats, when they were kittens, would try to get some milk from that mole. And I'm like, baby, it's not coming. It's not.
Out of
Right
order.
there, they start needing me and just right
The
there.
milk
on that
bar
mole.
is dry, baby.
Wow. That is so funny.
Every single one of my cats when they were kittens, and the little one, he's not fully grown yet, so he's still Screech, he still does it from time to time, but he's realized much more quickly now. It's like, I'm not getting food from that. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I think there's the final question. If
Okay.
there was one mommy duty that you would never have to do again, what would it be? Diaper duty?
Cleaning up puke.
I was the puke's a good one.
It's the diaper duty. I would have.
I would say cooking.
Cooking?
Cooking. I hate cooking.
Oh,
If all of a sudden roles reversed and he would cook for me, I'd be perfectly happy with that.
well, y'all know my secret to that. My daughter cooks.
Because cleaning up diapers or puke, that's like temporary. But cooking, like, every single night.
It's drudgery.
Yeah.
It's
Wriggle says wiping away the tears. That's a good one
That's
too.
so sweet.
I like that one.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest with you, the worst thing I ever went through in motherhood is when
I bet was when she had her surgery.
When she had her surgery.
Oh.
It was the surgery itself was stressful, and waiting to get feedback because it was like an 8 or 9 hour surgery.
Mhm.
It was the watching her struggle to walk after. It wasn't like she could walk, but it was painful because they totally mangled her spine or unmangled it.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, actually, I meant to show you this before we got on, but I found this today when I was looking for pictures of my grandma. And where is it? Oh, come on.
Shellbell 7D says, I hear you about cooking. I hate it. That and cleaning bathrooms, but I love baking.
Okay, here we go. I found this, but this, and it'll focus in. That was her spine.
Oh my goodness. Poor
So,
Peanut.
yeah.
Wow.
So that was probably the worst experience in my whole entire life, and I would not have any mother go through that ever. My husband had to deal with most of it because I couldn't. I was an emotional wreck. I had to leave the room. So, but then, yeah. So I get what you mean about wiping their tears away. I joke. Oh, bless you. I joke about the poop and stuff like that, but it is watching their pain.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was a really good answer, Barbara Wriggle Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But a lot of
I'd
people
cook
say,
any day before I had to.
yes, had to deal with that. Although I will tell you, DC says stomach virus cleanup. Yeah, that one was when we moved to Florida back when my little one was 2, and all 3 of us, my husband and I, when we first moved to Florida, we lived with my mom, so we were all in one bedroom, and she was still in a crib. She was actually maybe 1.5. Anyway, all 3 of us got the stomach virus all at the same time.
Oh, it's the worst.
It was so fun.
I was babysitting for my dad's 3 little ones. So they're my younger siblings, but I was an adult by then. And they were away for the weekend, and all the kids got a stomach virus while they were gone. And they'd had grape juice the day before.
Oh, no.
Purple foam everywhere. It was terrible.
Oh, gross.
Oh, no.
I called them. I said, you guys need to come home.
It's bad.
I know you're having a good time and you're 6 hours away, but you need to come home now.
Yeah. Well, and because you have to monitor their liquid intake too. and make sure that they're still peeing, because otherwise you have problems with dehydration.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you know that. Mom.
I want to say they were all under 6. They were just little bitties. They were all
Aw.
sick. They wanted their mom. They didn't want me.
Yeah.
I wanted their mom too.
They're miserable, so poor things. Shellbell says, I hear you about cooking. I hate it. That and cleaning bathrooms, but I love baking. Well, baking's different because you can set it and forget it. You know,
Yeah.
but cooking, you got to hover.
Yeah, you can buy a cake.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's true.
I used to love baking, but now anything involving cooking, I just don't like anymore.
Yeah.
I think we are at the end of our show.
We are past it, really. Yeah.
We are past the end. We
And
just
I'm about to pee my pants.
Oh, we don't want
Great.
that.
thanks
Your
because
mom's
now
not
I
there
know.
to help you out with that. So.
That's
Yeah.
right. Nobody to wipe myself.
Tushy.
Wipe my tushy. Yes, wipe my tushy.
Okay.
Okay, you guys.
Well, everybody have a wonderful, happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
Even if you're not physically a mom, you're caring
Your
for something.
mom is someone.
That's right. So happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
Mwah.
Day.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Bye. Mwah.